So this is a big day, potentially one of the great days ever in civilization. No president in history has been a greater friend of the state of Israel than I have. Nobody's been better to Israel. No president's been better to Israel than Donald Trump. You know, a few days ago they introduced me, ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States. I'm looking at my teleprompter and the thing was dead, stone cold, dead. The thing's up here. I have a long, beautiful speech to make. So, but I made a speech. I actually got good marks. You think Biden could have done that? I don't think so. They have large crowds gathering in Israel all the time, and they have my name up. They like me for whatever reason, maybe I don't know, but they do like me. They say two things: please get the hostages back and please end the war. They've had it. So now it's time for Hamas to accept the terms of the plan that we've put forward today. No other country on earth could have done what we did. No other country has the equipment. We're very happy to be up here with you now. My plan calls for the creation of a new international oversight body, the Board of Peace, we call it, the Board of Peace, sort of a beautiful name, which will be headed, not at my request, believe me, I'm very busy. The leaders of the Arab world and Israel and everybody involved asked me to do this, so it would be headed by a gentleman known as President Donald J. Trump of the United States. Some extra work to do, but it's so important that I'm willing to do it, and we'll do it right. Hamas and other terrorist factions will play no role in the board, but they'll play no role in the governance of Gaza at all, directly or indirectly, as you know.
Now, if this international body succeeds, we will have permanently ended the war. Israel will conduct further withdrawals linked to the extent of disarmament and demilitarization, but will remain in the security perimeter for the foreseeable future.
If accepted by Hamas, this proposal calls for the release of all remaining hostages immediately, but in no case more than 72 hours.
All our hostages, both those who are alive and those who died, all of them will return home immediately. Hamas will be disarmed. Gaza will be demilitarized.
And it means the immediate end to the war itself, not just Gaza. It's the war itself. If Hamas rejects the deal, which is always possible, they're the only one left. But if not, as you know, Bibi, you'd have our full backing to do what you would have to do. The danger is caused by Hamas.
But if Hamas rejects your plan, Mr. President, or if they supposedly accept it and then basically do everything to counter it, then Israel will finish the job by itself. This can be done the easy way, or it can be done the hard way.
I challenge the Palestinians to take responsibility for their destiny. We're giving them responsibility for their destiny.
Your plan provides a practical and realistic path forward for Gaza in the coming years, in which Gaza will be administered neither by Hamas nor the Palestinian Authority, but by those committed to a genuine peace with Israel.
And I think it maybe is not really appropriate to take questions. I'm meeting with, as you know, a couple of Democrats in a little while about the country, about keeping our country open, because their ideas are not very good ones. They're very bad for our country. So would you like to take a question or two from perhaps a friendly Israeli reporter, if there's such a thing?
That's a very, very tough proposition. That I would go by your instinct that this is... we'll have enough time for questions. Let's settle the issue first, I think.
Thank you very much, Eddie.
אני פוחדת לא להתאכזב שוב. אני ממש פוחדת, אנחנו למודי סבל וניסיון רע מאוד של עסקאות שנרקמו והתפוצצו לנו בפרצוף. אבל אני רוצה לשמור על אופטימיות, שאולי סוף סוף הסיוט שלנו ייגמר.
I think that eventually they have to. There is no other choice unless they really want to bring more bloodshed and resist. Everybody will blame Hamas for the continuation of conflict. Israelis and the U.S. administration will have a strong justification for war, continuing the war.
Which is the only way this whole situation gets solved. I'm not just talking about Gaza. Gaza is one thing, but we're talking about much beyond Gaza. The whole deal, everything getting solved. It's called peace in the Middle East.